Hi folks, my name is Jason and this is my vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Good evening folks, it's Friday, I nearly said that. It's Monday and it's 6:10. It's been a bit of a quiet weekend, but I am going to be doing one of my party political broadcasts again, as well as a couple of poems. I have got a couple of items I've had a Reba test today, the testing site I told you about, but I'll do them at a later date because I need the dark, and as you can see behind me it's light, so you won't be able to see the things anyway. I'll leave you in suspense there. Now, before I did a party political broadcast on behalf of the sensible party to the stupid people. Now I would like to do a party political broadcast on behalf of the sensible party to the greedy people. And I'll just give you an example. The reason I'm a bit upset and a bit angry actually is I've just heard of somebody I know, and they were told this to their face, that a person who is elderly and is vulnerable, he's got things wrong with him, but he has in the last 2 weeks been on to all 4 supermarkets and done a grocery shop on every one of them, which he is getting delivered this week because he's vulnerable. Now, to me, I would class that as very, very greedy, and also he's taking advantage of a bad situation. Now, I have a go at the young uns for doing this and having, you know, taking advantage of situation, but this man isn't young, he's in his late 70s, and he is basically milking society, he is milking the system, and it means because of him there might be other elderly people who are vulnerable that can't get their groceries. But he has been onto all 4, Morrison's, Asda, Sainsbury's and Tesco, and done a shop on each of them. And he's getting them all delivered this week. Plus, he's also managed to wangle off Age Concern and off another place 2 free boxes of groceries as well. Now, to me, that's downright greedy. That is really, really greedy, and it's disgusting. I was absolutely disgusted when I heard it. I could not believe I'm the one who's supporting elderly people and always saying that they're all done by and everything, that here is a bloke who is literally taking society for all he can, but at the same time depriving people of stuff that should be available for everybody. I have been, well, me and my wife Deb, we've been trying to get my mother and father-in-law a grocery order, and it's been impossible. It's been impossible because of where they live. They live in the middle of nowhere, and they can't get a delivery at all. Now, my father-in-law is 78 years old. My mother-in-law is a bit younger, but she's got a lot of health problems. She's got diabetes, she's got heart problems, she's got diverticulitis, she's got all sorts, and I'm talking all sorts. And she can't get a delivery because she's not classed as vulnerable. So we went on and we went to see if we could find them a delivery slot anywhere. And every one of them's fully booked, so we haven't been able to get them a delivery slot. And we were feeling really guilty about this because this should be a time where you can look after your parents or grandparents if they're alive, you know what I mean, your parents. And they shouldn't have to struggle. You know, they've gone through all their lives supporting this country and looking after this country's interests by working, and this is how the you know, the future repays them. They basically say, well, I'm sorry, but no, you're not entitled to it, so you're not having it. Why aren't they entitled to it? Why aren't they entitled to it? Why have you taken away the over 75s thing? Because when it first started this, it was the over 70s were vulnerable. Now all of a sudden the old over 70s aren't vulnerable. But I also know somebody who's 50 and they manage to get to the front of the queues every time they go shopping because they play on their disability. They push it forward. They basically say, oh, I'm disabled, I'll get to the front anyway, so it doesn't matter. Again, you're doing it just because you can. I won't play the disability card. I will not play it. I'm sorry, but I won't. I might be able to get in front of queues by going out with my calipers on and acting like I can't walk, you know, within 3 foot of somebody without falling over. I'm not going to do that. I know what I can and can't do with my disability, and I would not use it to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. I wouldn't do it. If we need any groceries, Deb has said she will nip to Co-op and fetch them. I don't go out on my own because I suffer with anxiety, as I've told you before. And anxiety can be worse than any disability, trust me. Because with a disability, you know what's going to happen. With anxiety, you don't. Any given situation can trigger anxiety. You can just be sitting there chilling out in an afternoon playing on your game, and all of a sudden, bang, it'll hit you. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's no preparation. There's no build up to it. It's not like if you wake up in the morning and your back's hurting, in the afternoon it's going to be even more painful if you haven't taken the painkiller. This can just come on you like that. It can spring on you. And there's people out there that suffer with anxiety that are going through hell at the moment, but they do not count, you see. They do not count. Because unless you are vulnerable, whatever that means, then you are not going to get what you need. Now, we have tried to get items that we have not been able to get, because I've done an Asda online shop. Me and Deb have done an Asda online shop, and as I told you before, every time I go on there, they've taken items out, but they've done something on it which I'm not going to put up with. I've ordered stuff on a Tuesday at the price that was on the site on that Tuesday. On the Friday, I've had an email off them to say that the items that I bought on that Tuesday have now gone up in price and they are charging me the full price. Now, when I get my delivery, I'm going to get the original receipt, which I've got on my computer because it was sent through from Asda, and I'm going to get the one that comes with it, and I'm going to compare the two together. And if there's a massive discrepancy between them and they put items up in the space of me ordering them 4 days later, then I should get them at the price they were on their website. Because I know that's law, that if you buy something on a website, even if they priced it up wrong, you still get it at that price. Because that's the price they put on the website. I was fuming about that, I really was. It's bad enough I'm taking items out my basket. They've taken about 15 or 20 items out my basket in a week. But it also comes apart that about 12 items have gone up in price now. They've put them up, doubled over, some of them have. I have Nature Valley bars for my breakfast in the morning because I have to have something to go with my probiotic drink. And they were £1 a box, so I thought I'll snap them up, £1 a box, no problem. 5 days later, I went back onto Asda to add something to the basket, and it said, oh, these items have now gone up to £2.50 a box. But I should get them at £1 a box because that's the price I bought them at. Don't try to pull a fast one on me, no way, shape or form. Anyway, I've got 630 subscribers now, which is amazing. And like I said, we haven't done a lot over these last couple of days. I have done a bit of gaming. I've been playing a game called The Outer Worlds. Now, I tried playing it on console when it was on Xbox Game Pass, and I literally got my ass kicked because I can't move around on the controls as I want to, and I can't get in positions I want to. So I waited till it come on PC, and I've got it, and I put a God mode on it. I'm not ashamed to say it. I have to have God modes on games, take it or leave it. There's two reasons. One, for me, dexterity, moving around, etc, etc. And two, for me, anxiety. Because if you're playing a game where every 5 minutes you're getting kill. Now, I've seen people do this. I've seen people smash screens. I've seen people throw Xboxes out the windows. I've seen people throw, the controls across the room and smash them on the floor and break them. I can't get like that. Because last time I had a massive stressful attack like that was 7 years ago. Well, no, it wasn't 7 years ago. The first time I had a stressful attack like that was 7 years ago, and I blacked out for a fair few minutes. And it happened again a few Christmases ago when I got too heavily stressed. I passed out and I had to go to hospital. I had blood pressure 200 over 100 and something. And I was told, don't get in stressful situations. So I do put God modes on games. And I enjoy them more because I know I'm not going to get angry and frustrated at them. And if you call that cheating, then I'm a cheat. But I don't do it online. I won't do it against other people's. Don't get me wrong. If I'm on a game that's online against other people, I won't cheat them because that's cheating them, and I won't do that. I don't mind cheating myself, but I won't cheat them. I won't cheat them. There's a big distinction there. Yeah, I've still carried on with me poems. I've been putting them on the Leighton local site, and I've had some nice comments off them. People are enjoying them, which I'm pleased to see. And I've also been putting them on Facebook. I'm going through all my funny poems at the moment. I've done about 8. I think I've got about another 17 left, something like that. And I got to thinking when I was writing them that, I've covered all sorts of weird subjects. And I just thought, I'll ask me subscribers, if they want a poem writing, pick a subject. write underneath, write in the comments section a subject that you want the poem writing about, and I'll try and write one for you. I can't promise, because at the moment my creativity is a bit lacking, but I will have a go. I will have a go. I hope you're all doing well anyway. I hope you're all good. I hope the families are well and stuff like that, because I know that at this time we are more worried about as families than we are for ourselves. Believe it or not, we are actually more concerned about me in-laws and my mum and my family and Deb's family. You know, we're more concerned about them, because as I've turned around and said, look, if I get it, I get it. I can't do much about it. I'm doing everything I can to prevent getting it. You know, I'm staying indoors. I'm occasionally going out onto the balcony, which is our little bit of decking. I'm not going out on my own at all. I'm not going out with Deb even. We're not going out the house. And we've got people who do drop the occasional grocery off for us, which is really nice. It's good of them. That's nice. It's really good that family, you know, you can depend on family in situations like this. But we're doing everything we can. You know, when parcels come into the house, we don't open them on the table, and if we open them on the table, it's wiped over straight away with the disinfectant wipe as soon as we've finished. You know, I've washed my hands so many times, I swear to God, the bones are sticking through almost. I'm having to use hand cream, so me using hand cream, don't sound right, does it? I decided yesterday I felt a bit horrible, so I thought I'd have a shave and cheer myself up. This morning, and it's come out all right. I don't mind too much. I don't look like super scruff, like I've got my head on upside down. But like I said, I'm just keeping myself to myself and just staying amused. I'm a massive fan of Only Fools and Horses, you see, and I mean a massive fan of it. I've been a fan for 20 years, well over 20 years. What am I talking about? Since 1981, when I first started seeing it on TV. I was hooked on it then, and I'm still hooked on it now. And I started watching it all again because I got my box set, what I got off one of the collection things where you get a boot go with it and the DVDs. So I've got all them, and I'm just on a brilliant series where Rodney meets Cassandra for the first time, and it's that whole series there, including Yuppie Love, Danger UXD, Chain Gang. Not The Unlucky Winner Is. Yeah, The Unlucky Winner Is, Little Problems, and another one, I can't remember the one. But yeah, all of them. So I'm enjoying them at the moment. I've just watched the one. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it's called Danger UXD. And imagine buying some dolls off somebody that you think are Barbie and Cindy, and then finding out they're called Lusty Linda and Erotic Estelle. Yeah. Trust me, if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. Only Fools and Horses, to me, is the best comedy ever written. John Sullivan was a genius. I don't care what anybody says. And if he'd have still been alive today, I'd have still been laughing at it now for new episodes, because he'd have carried on. I know he would. He was brilliant. He was just a genius. And unfortunately, we don't get many writers like that nowadays. See, I like the older stuff like Galton and Simpson and stuff like that, you know, Steptoe and Sons and all that kind of stuff. Perry and Croft, you know, Heidi High. I like the Dad's Armies, you know, all the old comedies, because the humour was just raw. It was just there. You didn't have to really think about it. Nobody bothered about being offended. Nobody, you know, had to say, oh, we can't play this because this person will disagree with it, or they won't like this. It's sexist, it's racist, it's ageist, it's heightist, it's whatever it is you want, make it. I enjoy comedy for the fact that it's funny. And if a comedy series mentions something disabled, I don't get out my high horse and start saying, hang on, I'm registered disabled and they shouldn't be saying that. Because at the end of the day, when these comedies are made years and years and years and years ago, people were a lot thicker skinned and they had a lot better senses of humour. I'm sorry, but they did. You can't tell me they didn't, because they did. Too many people now can get offended about everything. And whether it be songs, books, films, TV shows, actors, actresses, everybody's got to watch every single thing they say because of upsetting somebody. Excuse me, water. Oh, I need that. But yeah, like I said, you know, everybody at the moment is just in lockdown. We're all trying to do it. But the idiots getting back to my part of political broadcast, I suppose, the idiots that are still holding barbecues, still holding karaoke parties at the family. What does it take for you to realise how dangerous and stupid and irresponsible it is? You know, I mean, no offence, but if you catch it yourself, then you're a pillock and you've asked for it. But the chances are you won't bloody catch it, or if you do catch it, it won't make a difference to you. But you'll probably catch it, not show any symptoms, and pass it on to 50 innocent people who didn't even ask for the bloody thing in the first place. And you'll walk away scot-free, and some of them could die. But you don't care, do you? Why would you? Why would you bother? It's obvious that you don't give a toss what the government says, and the amount of people that are like, oh, well, I didn't vote for him anyway, so I'm not going to do what he says. I didn't vote for him, but at least he's trying to get this country through one of the most difficult periods it's ever been through. So give him a bit of leeway. I mean, the guy's been that much on the bloody watch-it-of-it that he's ended up catching it. You know, hopefully he'll make a full recovery. Somebody posted the other day, actually, on Facebook. I was quite shocked. Somebody posted the other day, let's all cheer for Boris and hope he makes a speedy recovery. And some heartless person put underneath, I'll only cheer when he's no longer in power. I didn't vote for him, so I'm not bothered if he dies. And I just thought, what a heartless thing to say. I wouldn't want anybody to die. I've had a lot of people that I've fell out with in my life and who fell out with me because they didn't like me. But I haven't wished any of them dead. I haven't wished any of them dead. And bear in mind, I've been through a marriage where I was used as a punch bag, but I didn't even wish my ex-wife dead. So you've got to have a little bit of compassion, you know, and understanding. Because I didn't vote for Boris Johnson either. I didn't vote for Conservatives to get in power. I voted Labour. I've been Labour all my life. And now when I look at it, I think, yeah, actually, I'm glad Boris Johnson is in power, because I think he's done a miles better job than most of them would have done. I'm telling you now. Anyway, I'm coming up with two new poems. I keep saying that. 2 poems to make you think. So I've got 2 poems for you today. The first one is called When I Am Down. And it's basically about people who say they're always going to be there but never are. You say you'll always be there, that we are family. When I need you, fading into the background, it's you I see. You tell me that I'm priceless, worth more than I feel inside. You are not there to help me, or dry the tears I cried. I see you smiling at me, yet when I turn you frown. If you were such a friend, why'd you kick me when I'm down? You make promises you never keep. You use me for what you can get. If I place money on you being there, I would lose it all, I bet. No phone calls to ask how I am. Do not reply when times are bad. I've always been the one to make you smile. You not being there makes me sad. I am a friend, a confidant, a fool and a clown. So I want to know how come you always kick me when I'm down. And like I said, I wrote that because too many people in my life have said they're going to be there, and then when I've turned around, there's just a space. So, yeah, I suppose, you know, I'm not the only one. You'll probably be able to relate to that. Now this second one is a poem introduction thing, basically, and it was to try and get people to watch my vlog. And it's just called 2 years. Well, it's been almost 2 years and the time has gone so fast. When I started my vlog, I did not know it would last. I started very nervously, words I could hardly get out, problems with the volume, sometimes I had to shout. I was told that the video lagged, that the brightness was not right. I've messed with every setting, almost every night. Now I look back and see how far I've come since I began. Now I have 640 subscribers. Each video has a plan. I talk about my feelings, share my life on screen. Talk about the ups and downs, everything that comes between. I've rated movies, books, games and CDs. Over 6,500 views and counting. I must be doing something to please, as the viewing figures keep mounting. So thanks for watching me each day. It really means a lot to me. My online friends who every day watch Living with CMT. And like I said, I wrote that one basically just to say thank you for all those people who subscribed to me. And on that note, I shall bid you adieu and give you a bit of a teaser to say that next time I'll have a couple of items to show you, and they are absolutely amazing. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and if you did and you want to subscribe to my channel, you just have to click there. And if you want to see what I did in my previous vlog, it's up there. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's there. Bye for now.